Hello again, everybody. The next car that you've selected to view on ClassicMuscleCars.com is a car that we've been working on for a while, and it is now here in our showroom and it is ready to sell. This is a 1968 Dodge Coronet RT440 automatic. Now I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the car, but first I would just like to mention that we'd like to say thanks to all the people worldwide that has been watching our videos on ClassicMuscleCars.com. We have had days where we've had in excess of 1,000 to 2,000 videos per day that has been viewed. Recently, the other day, we had some people that came here from Austria, and Jeremy did a little clip with them, and he's going to include that in this video, right, Jeremy? Yeah. So we're getting email from all over the world, and it's really cool. And we know too that a lot of our servicemen and women from where they're at, out helping protect our country, have been watching us too on video. And we'd like to say thanks to you for watching, and you guys take care of yourself and make sure you get home safe. And thank you for the job you're doing for us. Now, I would like to tell you a little bit about this car, and this is very interesting because the 1968 Coronets were restyled from the 66 and 1967. What makes this car different is that they changed the body style. The 66-67 Coronets were more of a boxier looking car. They had a completely different style. In the later 60s, we had a complete change of how cars looked around 1968. To give you an example, 1968 Chevy Chevelle was totally redesigned from the 66 or 67 Chevelle. That again kind of was like the way that the Coronet looked. They were more of a boxier look, straighter down the sides. These cars have a little bit more styling to them. They changed the body styles. They were a drastic change from what they used to be in 66 or 67. So this Coronet, for example, doesn't look anything like a 66 or 67. This body style was the same for 68, 69 with only a few modifications and changes in 69. Then in 70 they went into a different body change. They used to run production of cars, similar bodies, for 2 years. But to give you an example of how things changed, 1970 to 1981, the same body style was the Camaro. The Camaro basically was just changed a little here, a little there, but it was the same style, same body used for all those years. But in the 60s, what they were doing with these cars were every 2 years they were going to change them up. They may have the same body style for 1 year, the next year they changed the grille and the headlights and a few other things, but it was still close to the body, like 66, 67 GTO, 66, 67 Chevelle, 64, 65. They're all the same like that. So every 2 years they kept changing. The Camaro, 67, 68, the same. 69, a totally individual year. They went to the 70 Camaro, like I said, that ran until 1981. So this body style was the first. It was a change. It was kind of a drastic, radical redesign from what people were used to, because now we went into a little bit bigger of a car, and it wasn't the boxy look that everybody was familiar with for all the cars in the 60s at that point. Now, the VIN on this car, and you will always know when you're looking at an RT, is WS23L. Now, the L stands for 440. That works for 68 and 69. So you know from that VIN number that this was a original RT, because the base motor in these cars were 440. Then you could get a 446 pack and a 426 Hemi in some of these cars. Now, another thing I want to point out, and Jeremy will show you this when he comes around. This is a 68 RT hood. I have had, and it is no doubt about it, the early 1969 Coronet RTs came out from some of them with this hood on it. So when you find an early 1969, this is the hood that it had on it. Then they changed the hood later in 69 production. So if you see a 69, and we've had 69s here with this particular hood on it, it is correct for an early production Coronet RT. Now this car is the right color. It's a light yellow, black top, black interior, buckets console. It's had new paint, and Jeremy and I were talking about the paint. I'm looking down on it, and parts of this paint just looks like glass. It's just amazing. It's got a gorgeous buff job on it. So after it was painted base coat, clear coat, it's been wet sand and buffed, and it's just like a piece of glass. It's beautiful. And that's what we were talking about. So our guys who do our work for us, they're really good at detailing, and I'm very pleased with the way this car came out. Now the engine compartment has been totally detailed to show. Jeremy will show you that. It just looks fantastic. The only issue that I don't like about the interior in this car, and it's something that we're going to sell the car as it is because we don't have the time at this point. It's here, we're going to sell it, is it needs a console. The console, back part of the console is cracked. It's not anything that can be repaired. It needs a new one. It's a plastic console. That's something that you're going to have to look for when you buy this car from us. That's not something we're going to do. Mechanically, the car runs and drives good. It's a good car all the way through. It's had new paint, new weather stripping, highly detailed in the engine compartment. The trunk's been done, and it's had new quarter panels put on the back. So there's been quite a bit of work that's been done to the car. Bumpers have been replated. The car overall is just a beautiful car. So give Ed a call, 847-526-5950. He can give you more information on this car, and Jeremy is going to take you for a thorough go-around and show you this beautiful 1968 Dodge Coronet RT.
Well, we're looking at the RT. We have some people here from Austria, is this? You coming from Austria?
Austria, yes.
Very good. This is Marion, Thomas, and Gerhard. Thomas and Marion live in Austria, and Gerhard lives locally here.
That's right.
And they've come in to see our toys, and right now, while we're doing the video here, we figured we'd put them on the internet. So, how do you like the cars that you've seen here?
Beautiful.
Very good, amazing.
Very good. Well, thanks for dropping by, and enjoy your stay.
A lot of beautiful cars here. Thank you.
Sure. Well, let's go for a walk around this beautiful RT. This, while we're here, let's take a look under the hood. So you can see what's cooking. There's the 440. Immaculate. Non-powered brakes with power steering. Under the hood blankets looking real nice. Seals looking beautiful. And the engine, of course, spotless. Nice job, guys. Now let's go for a walk around the car. Actually, let's close the hood up. Now we'll go for a walk around. Nice, clean, straight. I've got the door open, so now I can get a little more room here. A little better lighting. You can see the back end here. There's a reflection of our neon sign in the hood. Sorry, it's a bow tie for you Mopar people, but that's what's there. Looking real nice. Let's go for a look on the inside. First off, let's take a look in the back seat while we're here, so we don't have to do this later. We'll hit the night shot so we can see what's cooking back here. The carpet is immaculate. Back seat's looking good. There's another one of these back decks that are unmolested by anything. No one's cut any holes into them. Headliner's looking good. Light shot once again. Now back to the front seat. Pulling up the protective cover. Light shot it once again. Looking very nice. The odometer is showing 21,219. Coronet RT door emblemage. Looking at the dash. Dash is looking quite clean. There's the big Dodge space radio, big space where the radio should be. Three-spoke wheel. Let's go look in the trunk. And in the trunk, it's looking pretty clean. Under the mat's looking great even. Nice shot this. Actually, you don't even really need it. There it is. The rubber is fresh. Trunk sticker is looking good. It's looking good all the way around. There you have it. 1968 Coronet RT.